Do you have a cell phone? Chances are you do. Have you upgraded your cell phone recently? Chances are you have. They're getting cheaper and cheaper. What if I told you you could take your old cell phone, that is basically a paperweight at this point, and use it for something amazing? What if I told you that you could take that old phone and send it to someone overseas fighting for our freedoms, and that they could use it to talk to their loved ones? Nearly 20% of service members in Iraq and Afghanistan experience acute stress, depression, and anxiety. These service women and men need all the help they can get. Fighting on the front lines is not easy, and these people who are fighting for our freedoms need to talk to their families. Military families relocate 10 times more often than civilian families, on average every 2 to 3 years. This, coupled with the fact that soldiers are deployed for months at a time, keeps both soldiers and their family members from precious social contact, which can be even more important when you're out there fighting on the front lines, and you don't know if you'll ever see them again. So who's the most affected by this? Obviously everyone. Everyone involved. Children in military families experience high rates of mental health. About 30% reported feeling sad or hopeless almost every day during that deployment, and nearly 1 in 4 reported having considered suicide. Multiple and prolonged deployment has also had an effect on spouses, with 36.6% of women having at least one mental health diagnosis compared to 30% of women whose husbands were not deployed. As you can see, this burden needs to be somehow lessened. Cellphones for Soldiers is a non-profit organization that sends old and refurbished phones to soldiers to allow them communications with their loved ones. Since 2004, Cellphones for Soldiers has provided more than 216 million minutes of free talk time, and since July 2012, it has assisted more than 2,800 veterans and their families with emergency funding from their branch Helping Heroes Home. According to Charity Navigator, 100% of cell phones from soldiers' donations were given to people like you and me, and it's as simple as going to their website and printing out a shipping label. Additionally, almost 80% of all money sent to Cellphones for Soldiers goes right to buying minutes for the same cell phones you and I donate. So have a heart. Think of the people who fight for our freedoms and our well-being every day, and think to yourself, what if I were there in that situation? Thank you.